affair with Sonny.
It wasn't like that.
And how was it? Because, honey, for years you have been telling me how much in love you are with Jason, and now I find out that you have been sleeping with his best friend?
I wasn't sleeping with him. I mean, I slept with him, but it was just once. And I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
Carly, you have made your life, not to mention Jason's and Michael's, a misery for the last year because you claimed to love Jason so much that you couldn't let it go. So how did you manage to wind up in bed with his best friend?
Well, it's Sonny's fault. He hates me, you know, and he knew sleeping with me would ruin my relationship with Jason. That's why he did it.
Well, but what about you? Last I heard, it does take two.
Well, with me, AJ and I had this really big fight, you know, and I decided that I was going to take Michael and we were going to go. And leave for good. So I went to find Jason so I could tell him. When I found him, he was dancing slow dancing with Elizabeth Weber.
Well, they're friends. You knew that, didn't you?
I got crazy, okay? You know, so I went to Sonny.
To what? To try to punish Jason for dancing with Elizabeth? Come on, honey, what were you thinking?
Why do you always think the worst about me? Why? Why do you always assume? I went to Sonny to ask him about Jason and Elizabeth. Because I thought maybe if I got some information, it would help me calm down.
How'd you wind up in bed with him?
Well, you know, first of all, Sonny made it sound like Elizabeth and Jason were together. Like they were sleeping together behind my back. And he's always giving me a hard time. You know, he's always calling me names, and he's always daring me. Daring me to go upstairs. So I was feeling insecure, you know, really insecure that night, and I decided to dare him back. And I don't know, next thing I knew, we were in his bedroom.
Didn't it even occur to either one of you to use some kind of protection?
Mother, if we stopped to think about protection or anything else, it never would have happened. It was an accident, you know, it was a mistake. I mean, Jason's the last person I want to hurt.
Does he know? That why he left town?
I think so. If he would have said to me, you know, how upset he was and how angry he was, I think we could have worked it out, but he acted like he didn't care. You know, he was over it. He didn't even say goodbye when he left.
Oh, honey. I know this is awful for you. And I'm sorry you have to go through this. But, accident or not, there is a child to consider. Now you have to decide what's best for your baby.
I thought that the best thing for my child was not to be born. But then I got here and I couldn't go through with it.
Abortion is a very serious matter. And if you weren't positive, then it's best you didn't do it.
You understand, you know, at least. When you were pregnant with me, you could have so easily decided not to keep the baby, but you let me be born.
A lot of people disagreed with my decision to give birth. But honey, I've never regretted it. And I still don't.
My situation's completely different, though, you know? It's so complicated.
Yeah, I know. But there are choices.
Okay, but you know what? Giving up my baby for adoption is not an option for me.
I know. I just mean that there are other people who need to be involved in making this decision.
AJ's gonna be so crazy about this. He's gonna bring the whole family down on me.
I didn't mean AJ. I meant Sonny. Because regardless of the circumstances, he is the baby's father.
What are you saying? You think that I should tell him that I'm pregnant?
I don't see how you can avoid it.
No, absolutely not. No, Sonny can never know that this baby is his. What part of Sonny hates me didn't you get? He thinks I'm nothing. He doesn't think I'm a good mother to Michael. I'm sure he'd try to take this baby from me.
Honey, I'm sorry, but I have a hard time believing that Sonny would ever try to take a baby away from its mother.
Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry that I brought you out here on such a cold night. I'll let you know how it turns out.
Carly, wait. Aren't I allowed to have my own opinion of Sonny?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, Mom, but when you start taking his side over mine, that's when I'm out of here.
That is not what I was doing.
You never are.
Calm down, okay? Why don't you just tell me exactly what you think Sonny would do? I mean, he can't walk in and take your baby away from you. There are laws to protect you from something like that.
Maybe you don't read the newspaper. The man does not care about laws.
You know what? It's been a long night. Why don't you save this decision for another time?
Oh, my mind is made up, Mom. Sonny can never know that this baby is his. I'm gonna convince AJ that he's a father.
You want a repeat of what happened with Michael? Because you lied about his father and it turned his whole world upside down.
Yeah, but this is different.
How?
AJ and I are married. Sonny doesn't have a clue that he got me pregnant. So as long as I'm able to convince AJ that he is this baby's father, nobody has to know.
Oh. You haven't learned a thing, have you? You still believe that a well-placed lie will solve everything.
You know what I've learned, Mother? When people try to take my children, I fight back.
With deception and dishonesty.
Any way that I can.
Oh, Carly, look. You and AJ even been together? Because from what you've told me, it doesn't sound to me as though you have.
Well, I know that he still wants to be with me. So if I can get him to sleep with me tonight, I can pass this baby off as premature.
Oh my God, I don't believe this. Forget the moral implications, which you obviously have no trouble doing. How do you expect to pull this off, long term?
Long term, the Quartermaines have had, enough paternity problems with Michael. They won't want to go there again. The trick is going to be, convincing AJ that I want to kiss and make up tonight.
No.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Thank you for your vote of confidence.
Carly, I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you do that, okay? Because if you're not going to tell Sonny that this child is his, then I will.
Who the hell do you think you are? Robin? You think that you have some sort of a moral imperative to set the record straight no matter how many lives you destroy?
Lies destroy Carly. The lies you tell.
Not always. You know what? If Robin had kept her big fat mouth shut, Jason and I would still be together and Michael would have the father that he loves. He'd be growing up in a stable home environment instead of the Quartermaine nut house. But Robin made a principle. Her stupid, selfish principle was more important than my son's happiness. This baby's got two choices for a life, Mom. He can either grow up with the Quartermaines, which is bad enough, but he'll have two parents, He'll come from a prominent family, or he can grow up as Sonny Corinthos' bastard. Constant reminder of the night that his parents betrayed their best friend. How could you wish that on any baby, let alone your own grandchild?
I happen to think that you and Sonny are better than that.
Well, we're not. Trust me. And I have to do what's best for my child.
You know what? We're not going to solve this tonight, so why don't we get you home?
It's a good idea. Mom. Whatever else happens, I know that you came down here because you care about me. So I want to thank you for that.
Oh, honey. Whatever happens with this, I will always love you.
I'm counting on it.